Hey, welcome to another highlight video. This is from one of our optional weeks of practice, the week between Christmas and New Year's. First of all, I want to thank our sponsors. First one's Caledonia Concrete. We have two new sponsors this week. We have Lakeland Monroe Group, which is automotive parts supply company, and JNR Builders. So we want to thank them, and we also want to thank a special partner of ours, Bittersweet, who allows us to train there. And remember, if you're looking for a sponsorship, we have them for you. So this week was our first week in Gates. We got out and got to do some great practice working on slalom. So as you sit back and watch, you're going to get to see the kids running what we start off in is Stubby Gates. The kids work on good turn positions without having to block. It's a nice way to start. We actually started the kids off kind of easy at the beginning, and then we worked into more and more speed so that we're developing skills and building confidence. Yeah, along with the guys, we also had Vivian Levincy, who is an honorary Scot. She was an independent with Zealand who trained with us as coach's daughter. As you can see, she's really good, and she's racing for Northern Michigan. Yeah, we had about perfect conditions for doing slalom. We had what we like to call hard-packed Michigan race surface, which somebody who doesn't ski race might call ice. So we knocked off a couple inches of the puffy snow that was the corduroy everybody likes, and we race on that ice so we can run on our edges. It's a lot faster. Once the kids learn how to get good angulation with their skis and keep them down, they are in really good shape and can be fast. As you can see, some of the kids have got that down, and some are, skid and turns a little bit. But it's early in the season. That's kind of where we learn. The bottom half of the course, as the kids come out of a rhythm section, is all what we like to call it's an endless flush drill, where the kids are working on wiggling their skis as they go through. It works on foot speed and balance that you have to have as you're racing different features in the race course, different types of delays, whether it's a flush, triple flush, or a um, hairpin. One of the highlights of the day, and I don't have a lot of video of this, was Cohen, who's one of our freshmen. I think this is his maybe third, maybe fourth time on skis. Skied the entire slalom course, and I think this is Cohen coming through right here. He did it like a champ. For being three times on skis, he did awesome. Now, if you watch here, you're going to see some kind of crazy stuff going on. I challenged the kids that as they got straight into the endless flush to try to do it on one ski. As you can see, we have varying levels of success with this. It's kind of a good way to see who's got really good balance as they're going through and can and handle that speed with the balance. If you're standing real tall and your body's out of rotation, you're not going to be able to do this drill. So you can see some people struggled, some people didn't. It's just kind of a neat little challenge that we'll throw at them every now and then just to see where we're at balance-wise on our skis. Yeah, at the end of practice, we had to get a little picture, but these guys did an awesome job.
All right, something new this year at Caledonia is the Chateau Caledonia. Kind of sitting at the base of the hill, just a little ways from where we race. We race kind of straight behind where the flag is. If the flag's flying, Caledonia is here. For those of you who haven't seen our equipment store and our new trailer, we want to thank, obviously, the Boosters Club for letting us use their trailer. And I want to thank Chad Broomfield for helping me haul it down here. But we'll come here and take a look at the work that we are doing here just to make this a good place. Where the kids are going to store boot bags, be a kind of a coach's area. If we have to warm some up, we can. Greeted with the old Caledonia vintage ski sign. We got a couple coaches' chairs in here. We can throw in a heater. We got all of our gates stored, bee netting. And a little lantern so we've got light when it's dark out. So this is a little something new this year. So hopefully you enjoy.
If you were watching the dates on this video, you noticed that we trained on New Year's Eve day. These kids were down at the ski resort at 9 a.m. in the morning because that's really our only time that we have enough space to get much training in. So we ran a variety of drills. It was a real good time. We're seeing a lot of growth in the kids that are skiing. If you've watched from the last week's video to this week's video, you can see like Mason here, he's much more balanced as he's going through doing the drills. Braden, our freshmen, are really growing. Cohen is growing in skill leaps and bounds. And our upperclassmen are just fine-tuning everything we've been working on. So one of the drills we ran on New Year's Eve day was the one ski drill. So they're going to be skiing on one of their skis. So the previous run they did it, I think, on their right ski. This one they're supposed to be on the ski they weren't on. They're supposed to be just doing some turns, working on that one ski, working on balancing both on inside edge and outside edge. That will just make them all the stronger, especially in an event like slalom, where if you hit a rut, you've got to be able to keep both edges connected to the snow. So it's kind of a real good balance drill. It's a real good edge control drill too. Being a very new skier, we didn't have Cohen doing the one ski drill. It's something he's not quite ready for yet. Maybe next practice. He made a lot of progress, but as you can see there, his form has improved a bunch. It was really nice having Evie and Danielle there. A lot of these kids, you can make it when you can. All these practices have been optional up to this point because it's over holiday break. We understand that families had plans. People can't always make it to every practice. The ones who are there, we're glad to have them, and it's exciting to watch them grow. Starting Monday, we'll have our mandatory team practices in, and we'll have everybody there working because we got a race coming up on January 13th, and then turning around, and we've got a race on Tuesday. I want to say it's the 19th at Caberfet with the varsity team. So here's another drill that we do occasionally. It was supposed to be 3 turns and a jump. Braden just likes doing 1 turn and a really big jump. So we'll take that. It was good. It's more of a conditioning drill, and it's also a balance drill. So the kids will do 3 quick slalom turns, and then on their traverse, they'll do a jump, which they have to push off, and then they got to land, reset their edges, get their balance back, and then go into another 3 quick turns and then a traverse. And you can see, I believe this is Reed doing a great job on new skis. So he's still learning how these skis work, and we really saw him pushing them hard in practice. And I believe here comes Braden. You can see these kids are all doing the drills well. Then they've really improved just in a couple of days. And here's Cohen. Not too many new skiers can get that jump down right away, but look at that. That's pretty nice. So we're really happy with everything that we saw in this first 2 weeks of practice. Danielle here, just picking up right where she left off last year, skiing really well. And then coming behind her, Evie, obviously skiing really well too. So we're really excited for to get into full blown practice, and then also to get into our race season. One of our emphases with our team is starts and how we get to the first gate. Especially at Bittersweet, where we don't have a start mound normally. I'm working on getting one. But even if we did have a start mound, if you just glide to the first gate, every skier who is racing is going to be ahead of you. So we are teaching explosive starts, skating as hard as you can, not directly at the gate, but slightly above. So you're turning it. You're already going downhill when you get to the gate. So that's one of the things you're going to see. We do a lot of this in practice. We'll have skating races where we'll have kids in flights, and they'll have to race a certain distance, usually 20 or 30 meters, because that's in a GS course how far, 20 meters usually, and our courses are a little bit less, is what the GS gates tend to be. So we'll have people skating as fast as they can so that they can get there. The key is short, choppy skates, kind of like you would on ice skates. If you've ever watched hockey players go fast, it's just little choppy movements, not giant pushes. So we're working on the kids to get the double pole plant motion down and good quick feet so that they can accelerate as fast as they can. Because once you're ahead um, in a ski race coming out of the start, everybody else has got to catch your time. So that's one of our goals, is to be quick out of the blocks so that we have a lead right from the beginning, and then whatever happens, in the course happens in the course. Well, Coach Rob and I were extremely happy with how our practices went for the first 2 weeks. We got 5 practices in, which is a lot more than most other um, teams in our conference got, and we got some gates in. So it was nice having everybody there.